Hello, how you doing? I'm going to talk about this. Africa will always be Africa. I've been seeing these pictures of Africa since I was 10 years old with the flies all over the babies' faces and everything. But you know why that is? Because the mother's too trifling and lazy to take a cloth or something, put some soap on it, and wipe the baby's face off. So there's the flies all over the baby. The men are too lazy to take a kernel of corn and drop it in the ground and grow some corn, so therefore the children starve. The men are definitely too lazy to build any kind of house. They won't even build a mud hut. Okay, they depend on the women to build a house. Okay, um, they just lazy. You know, Africa's got issues. They just too lazy. Now, I remember this African girl I knew. Excuse me. Her daughter was still in Kenya, and she told me that her hair has been shaved. She was 15. I was surprised at that because uh, who shaves a 15-year-old girl's hair? But what's the truth is that whoever was watching her was too lazy to groom the child's hair, so she just shaved it. Um, but the men are too lazy to put a kernel of corn in the ground. Uh, they too lazy to go get a bucket of water, boil the bucket of water, and bathe their own children. Now you can go to Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, or any one of those countries, and you will see acres and acres of trash. Okay, now that instead of seeing acres and acres of pear trees, mango trees, cherry trees, apple trees, you should see. That's what you should see: acres and acres of, and groves of fruit trees. But instead, you see acres and acres of trash, and the children do it in litter too. They see the grown ups litter and they litter. So that's what Kenya, Nigeria, and Africa, they got floating slums. I guess they're waiting for United Nations to clean up everything, but they aren't. Um, Now, other cultures have mastered agriculture. The Chinese have mastered agriculture. In Thailand, I think they have groves of palm trees, and they have this very sophisticated and clever way of watering the palm trees. Um, Also, India has a mastered agriculture. They can take a small space and grow 4 or 5 different types of vegetables. All the countries have mastered agriculture except Africa. Except any country in Africa, they have not mastered agriculture. And you know, God gave them all the minerals. God gave them all the beautiful land, but they don't do anything with it. They don't harness it. They don't do anything with it. They sell the minerals to France or China. They're just stupid. They talk about a spirit of stupid as Africans. Okay, the leaders are stupid. They're stupid. And so what do? They go to Dubois, hoping the Arabs would give them a job. The Arabs don't want them. They're dirty, stinking, nasty when they go to the Arab countries. Okay, so they don't hire them. Then they go to Europe. Then they go to Italy. They go to Italy dirty, stinky, and nasty. Haven't taken a shower or a bath since they left Africa, which is probably 30 to 45 days. So they go to Italy dirty, stinky, nasty, demand a job, demand an apartment, demand food stamps, I guess. I guess is what they call it in Italy. If that doesn't work, they go to another European country and they demand the same thing. Demand a job, demand an apartment, demand food every day. And they go there dirty, sticky, nasty. In other words, they're demanding all the other countries take care of them because they don't want to take care of themselves. They demand that Africa, that Europe take care of them, that Dubois takes care of them. And now they demand the United States take care of them. We're going to go to New York, and they don't have any skills to donate to America. They don't know how to drive, don't know how to do barbering, nothing. They just demand the United States government take care of their butt. Okay, they're going to go there dirty, stinky, and nasty, too. They're going to come to America dirty and stinky and nasty. Because, look, if they're going through Mexico, they still haven't taken a bath since they left Africa. They go through Mexico, still haven't taken a bath, okay? So, and even now, if you see the pictures of African children, they're very raggedy. They have this dust on their legs and all over their body to indicate that they haven't had a bath. Nobody has given them a bath in probably several weeks or several days. And you gotta go a long time to have that kind of dust on your skin. The babies still have flies around their face. The children still have flies around the face because the mother's too lazy to give them a bath. The father's too lazy and trifling to give the children a bath. Okay? They too lazy and trifling to put some decent clothes on their children. So you still see that. I saw it years ago when I was 10. And so years later, I still see the same thing. Children dirty and nasty. Now, you take like the Chinese children, they're not dirty and nasty. They all nice and clean, got the little pigtails, hairs comb, little pigtails. But African children, you see snot from here to here. But you won't see that in the Chinese children. You won't see no snot from here to here in those Chinese children. But Africans don't have sense enough, and they too trifling and lazy to clean their children, make sure they're clean, put some soap and water on those children. Too lazy to comb their hair, put even little pigtails on it or something. It's too lazy for that. So Africa will always be Africa. They still don't wash their children. They're still litterers. Rather than having acres of trees and fruit trees and vegetables, they have acres of trash and garbage. They don't care for their children. They don't take care of their children very well. They're hostile toward Black Americans. They treat the Europeans like royalty, but they're hostile toward the Black Americans. Now, this is interesting. The way I learned how to be a mother is I read this book about African women. That's how I learned to be a mother, because I learned a lot just from reading that one book. Is how African women take care of the children. That's how I learned to be a mother. Okay, that's irony. But see, when I see everything in real time, it doesn't make sense. How did I learn how to be a mother? But yet, every time, what's over Facebook and YouTube, but these dirty children, the mother's too lazy and trifling to clean their children, and all the children have snot from here to here. Okay, so I don't know what I missed, but I'm going to admit that I learned how to be a mother just by reading this book about African mother, how the best mother in the world, the best mother in Africa takes care of their children. So maybe what I'm seeing over Facebook in Africa is the worst of the worst. I don't know. But Africa, it seems to me, will always be Africa. The men are too lazy to plant any vegetables, any trees, fruit trees, or anything. The women are too lazy to give their children a bath. The men are too lazy to give their children a bath. They will not study agriculture to maximize the output. And they will always be hostile toward Black Americans. Bye.